Hi, I'm going to show you another project from the Country Home stamp set and the Country Lane Suites. The stamp set doesn't come with a die, it's not part of a bundle, so I'm going to show it to you with another die. And it's an older die, so some of you probably already have it, and Stampin' Up! Comes out with so many new things all the time that sometimes some of our older things get neglected. So maybe this will give you a chance to pull out something that you have and you haven't used for a while. And it's perfect for autumn. It's perfect for making little treat containers. This is, I'm going to use 2 of our sheets of Designer Series paper from this suite. This is the Country Lane Designer Series paper. This is one of the more busy sheets, and I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I think this side in particular, for my taste, is a little busy for a card. This side's kind of pretty. But I'm going to use it for a tag. So this is the 1 3/8 inch scallop circle punch. You can see I've made a couple of them already. You may have caught my Facebook Live last week when my internet went out. So we have not had internet at my house. And in this day and age, I feel like I've been living in the 90s. So we no longer have AT&T. I called and canceled today, and we will have Xfinity coming out. And I know some people say Xfinity's bad, AT&T good, whatever. You can only go by with what you have, which you can say AT&T is good. But if you actually have no internet at your house whatsoever, that's not good. So we've had them for a long time. We're going to give somebody else a shot. So actually I've had to change my mobile service. We have Verizon, so we've gone to the unlimited plan so I can have a hotspot. So instead of stamping the last few days, my life has been all about services and getting my office in shape so I can have people in it to change the services. This is another one of the sheets of Designer Series paper, and I love this. You may have seen my video that goes, well, here it is. This, I use the same sheet of Designer Series paper. This wood grain comes in the bundle. It's got a really pretty back side, which in this project you're going to get to see both sides, which is always fun when you can see both sides of our beautiful Designer Series paper. So this, I'm going to use the wood crate. And it's kind of like when you make sugar cookies. You got to figure out the best way to get the use out of this. So I always just kind of lay mine on here. Here we go. This will give me a little strip that I can use later on a card. So I'm going to hand cut these out so I get the best use of my paper. But I did do a live, so you may have seen parts of the live, but my internet was going in and out. So I had 2 projects scheduled for my live, which will both be on YouTube. But it cut, fortunately my internet cut out when I was done with one project and before I started the other. But they'll both be here on YouTube so you can see them again without all the chit-chat, because I know some of you YouTubers don't like the Facebook chit-chat. So I've got both of these cut out. And then I'm going to run those through. I'll do that in a second. Then I've just got some scrap white. Again, you can see where I've started to make these. This stamp that comes in this set is the pattern that's on the Designer Series paper here. And I've got my Cajun Craze, which if you've been watching my videos this autumn, you know this is, we've had this color for a long time, and it's slowly become one of my new favorite colors. I didn't know I liked it so much. I'm just going to stamp that on here. I'm just going to use a little tag so it doesn't need to be perfect. And then I've got Blackberry Bliss. Again, I've just pulled my colors out of the Designer Series paper. So there was no hard work, no trying to figure out what colors would be best. I'm just going to match them to the tag. This is a little oval. I'm going to kind of go where it left a little bit of blank in there. And then Mossy Meadow, again, just pulled from the paper. The stamp set comes with these little labels, if you've not noticed, that you can put on the front here. I did not make this card. One of my girlfriends that I've known my whole life, who's also on my demonstrator team, she made this card. So this little label that I just used on the tag is designed to go on the front of the 2 flower holders that come in the set, but I'm just going to use it for a tag. So I've pulled the little stamp that says enjoy out and pop that in the middle. So I've got that. You could stamp a whole giant sheet of these if you wanted to make several little treat holders. And then this is our 1 1/8 scallop circle punch. So just kind of put it in here. I like the effect where I didn't ink very hard, so I want some of that, and then I do want some of the flowers, and then I obviously want my words. So you can kind of just play with your punch, get it where you like it the best. Pop that out. And then, you know, my new favorite tool, the take your pick tool. I've got the pokey tip in. I'm going to lay my 2 pieces together. And then I'm going to use my braided linen trim, which this spool's almost gone. But don't you worry, I've got a couple more because this is fabulous ribbon, so I've already stocked up on some more. And because that's thick ribbon, I want to make a super big hole. So I don't want it to be too close to the edge on my little one, so I'm going to poke it right here into my paper piercing mat. And I'll just make sure I have a big hole. Especially because when you're going to do a tag like this, you need your ribbon to come up, because if you pull it down, it's going to cover up some of your words. And then I already have a piece cut from one of the times that my internet cut out. So see, when you poke the hole, it kind of pushes the paper, and because this ribbon is designed to fray, if you want it to fray, it gives a really pretty look. But it can separate when you pull it up in there. So you need to have a big hole. So pull that up in there. So now I have my little tag that just says enjoy. So I'm going to pull my big shot up here. I'm almost done with this project. It's a cute little quick project. It'd be fun. If you work in an office and you just want to lay some fun little treats on your coworkers' desks, which is always fun. Or if you have a party and you just want to have some little favors, they're great little size, and they're actually quite sturdy. You can do them out of cardstock if you want them to be a little sturdier, and if you want them to be pretty and sturdy, you can take this and our Big Shot adhesive and put a piece of adhesive on this, layer this on some cardstock. You're going to lose the Designer Series paper double effect, but they'll be super sturdy if you want to put heavy stuff in them. Move my drink out of the way. So lay this on here. It's when you run this through, it will be scored and pre-cut. So everything's going to be done on the one pass. So because it's paper, I know that many of you know that it will cut more than one sheet of paper at a time. But you don't want to, because you'll lose the scoring, and you want it to score. It's faster to roll twice than it is to figure out where your scoring lines are. It's a gray and dreary day here, but I think you can probably see they're scored, and you don't want to mess around trying to figure out where those are a second time. It's easier to just roll this. And you want to make sure that your paper popped out. I think actually I had a piece in there from last time, because if your paper doesn't pop out, I should put this over where I can see it and not you. It'll come out faster. If your paper doesn't pop out, then sometimes it doesn't cut. And sometimes when you think your die's not cutting, it's not your die, it's just that you've got paper jammed up in it. Well, it's coming out. I just can't, there we go. It's not that your die's not cutting, it's just that there's no room left for it to push into because it's blocked with paper. So just make sure if you think your die's not good that there's no paper in it. So run this back through again. So So now we have 2 of these. And you can see right here they're scored. So you just fold them over, and because they're pre-scored, it's super, super easy. Just fold them up on this lines where they're scored. So super quick. And they just fold in like that. It takes 2 to make your basket. And then you want to use a strong adhesive, which we still do have some fuse left on the clearance corner the last I checked. So this is stronger than the snail. You could use green glue, you could use the tear-in tape. But you want to put it on the 2 ends that fold in. And then on the one, you want to put it on this bottom here. The snail will hold if you're not going to put something super heavy in it. And then on the other one, I always put my bottom on first. The bad thing about the fuse is that once it's stuck, it's stuck. So you want to make sure you get it right when you lay it. And it's even worse when I'm doing it so you can see it and I'm not looking dead on. So I've got that on. And then you lay this. And then you fold this up. And then you come over here and use these 2 flaps. Some fuse on that one. And some fuse on this one. You can fill these with candy corn and peanuts. The stamps that come in with this bundle, like if you already have the bundle, they actually work well because they're farmhouse style. So they match the set as well. Isn't that cute? Super, super easy. It doesn't take any kind of, you got to figure it out kind of like mechanics. Like some of our, you know, the roller coaster, if you have that one, some of them, you know, you have to, some of our other boxes take a minute. This one is literally just fold and stick together. So I'm going to take my tag and on one of the ends here. That's why I have my water sitting there and now I've moved it out of reach. I'm just going to tie this together. But I'm almost done. So I can make it through without coughing myself to death. Nothing I like more than allergy season. And then I've got, my candies are kind of out of order. I got some grown-up candy because I wanted this to be a grown-up little thing. So these are the Hershey's Cheesecake Marbled Kisses. And if you haven't gotten any of the grown-up kisses, they're big. I should have brought a regular kiss over here because on camera it's kind of hard to tell. But they're probably twice the size of the regular kisses. I'm not a fan of white chocolate, so they're dark. They're marbled white and dark. But I got, you know, a lot of us that stamp, we buy them more for the way they look in the packaging. And I like the vanilla wrappers. They're an off-white color, so they look nice in our stuff. And they're also impressive in your little gift. So you can just fill those up. It doesn't take very many, and you can get several out of one of these big bags because they're so big. I've got my... Here it is. Let me get this. Turn my flash on a second. Oh, it kind of makes it shadowy. It did earlier when I tried to see if I could use it. It puts a little shadow on it. I think it's probably better without. There'll be pictures over on my website. I'll do some still pictures so you can kind of see it better because it is a gloomy day out today in Indy. Yeah, it's not working. Let me see if I get it up here. Wrong side, cherry. It's maybe a little better. It just makes shadows on it. But it's a super little cute crate. Wood crate. So something that some of you may have already have in your stock. It works perfect with this paper. You don't have to buy a pack of wood paper. And you can see it's sturdy. I'm not holding it. Even if you just hold it by the little ends, the paper holds. And the chocolates are pretty sturdy. But I hope you like that. Quick, super quick project. Enjoy your day. I have one more project. I know that usually I do one product of the week. If you don't follow me on Facebook, there won't be a product of the week this week because of my internet issues. I can't answer, my business email isn't attached to my phone, and so until I get my stuff hooked to the hotspot, which probably won't be until Wednesday at the earliest, I can't even answer my emails. So to try to do, I can't hook my stuff to YouTube because I can't edit on my phone. So, you know, the technology on top of trying to be artistic, the stress, I can't be creative and do technology at the same time. So I'm skipping this product of the week, but because my internet went down on Thursday, I wasn't finished with last week's. So I have this one, and I do have last week's last video to get to. And then as soon as I have all of my stuff in order and I can get to it, I'm going to start my artistry inspired class, and I would like to get my first one going before the end of September, so be watching for it. It's the Making Christmas Bright and Making Every Day Bright, and if you buy the stamp sets and the punch, and I started the things last week before my head exploded with no internet. I think it's 2 stamp sets. I can't remember. Oh, maybe it's a shimmer paint and a stamp set. You buy the products from me, and you'll get private access to 3 YouTube videos and all of the supplies to make the projects that are seen in the videos, as well as my help if you need it to complete them. So details for that will be available as soon as I get those going. So if you're not on my email list, hop over to my blog and sign up, and you'll get all of the information on how to do those. So that's it for today. Have a great day, great week, and may your internet never go out. Bye.